Hey, welcome to another episode of Lessons in Fiction. Have you ever fallen for someone only to realize they were sent to destroy you? That's Chainsaw Man, the Reze Arc, a love story disguised as an explosion. The long-awaited first Chainsaw Man movie, produced by MAPPA, takes one of the manga's most beloved storylines, the Reze Arc, and brings it to the big screen for the first time. It's violent, emotional, and heartbreakingly beautiful. But here's the thing, if you only watched season 1 of the anime, you might be missing just how important this movie really is. Because this isn't just another action-packed adaptation, it's the turning point in Denji's life. The moment he stops being just a boy with a chainsaw and starts becoming something else entirely. Let's break it down. The world, the story, the characters, and why this movie might be one of the most emotionally charged anime films of the decade. At first glance, the world of Chainsaw Man looks like ours. Same cities, same politics, almost. But look closer and you'll realize it's not Earth as we know it. It's a parallel version of it. In this world, devils are real, born from the fears of humankind. Every single fear can create a devil. Guns, zombies, typhoons, even something ridiculous like a tomato. If humans fear it, it manifests. The stronger the fear, the more powerful the devil. That's how you get monsters like the Gun Devil, an entity so terrifying it slaughtered millions in seconds and changed history forever. Devils feed on blood, never age, and when they die on Earth, they're reborn in Hell, and if they die in Hell, they return to Earth. They are fear itself in an endless cycle. And to fight these creatures, humans created something just as extreme, the Devil Hunters. Some work for the government, others freelance for bounty money. But all of them risk their lives daily in a world where fear literally has a heartbeat. Among them, one stands out, a boy with a dream so small it hurts, to eat good food, have a girlfriend, and live an ordinary life. That boy is Denji. Before he was Chainsaw Man, Denji was just a poor teenager paying off his dead father's debt to the Yakuza. His only companion was Pochita, a tiny chainsaw-shaped devil that acted like a loyal dog. They hunted small devils together, earning just enough to survive. Until one night, Denji was betrayed, murdered, and left to rot. Pochita sacrificed itself, merging its heart with Denji's and reviving him as a weapon human. Half boy, half chainsaw, powered by his own blood. When the government's special division, Public Safety Devil Hunters, found him, he was taken in by a mysterious woman named Makima. She promised him food, safety, and a new life. To Denji, she was everything he'd ever wanted, beautiful, kind, and terrifyingly in control. Under her command, Denji joined Division 4 and met new allies, Aki Hayakawa, a calm, stoic hunter driven by revenge against the Gun Devil. Power, the chaotic blood fiend who acted more like a feral cat than a human. Together they fought, argued, and somehow built a strange kind of family. But as Denji's battles got bloodier, something began to change. He realized that ordinary life might not exist for someone like him. And just as that thought began to sink in, someone new appeared. Her name, Reze. Reze seemed too good to be true, a part-time barista at a quiet cafe, soft-spoken, gentle, and genuinely interested in Denji. She laughed at his awkward jokes, listened when no one else would, and treated him like a normal human being, not a weapon, not a pet. For the first time, Denji felt something different. Not lust, not hunger, but warmth. He started imagining a future with her. School, dates, maybe even love. She represented everything he'd ever wanted. A chance to live freely, without violence or control. But in Chainsaw Man, happiness always comes with a price. And Reze's smile was a warning. Because she wasn't an ordinary girl at all. She was a spy, trained since childhood in the Soviet Union, fused with the Bomb Devil through a brutal experiment. Her mission? Steal Denji's heart, the literal heart of Pochita, the Chainsaw Devil. The same heart every world power secretly wanted, because the Chainsaw Devil has one horrifying ability. It can erase other devils' names from existence. Once devoured by Pochita, a devil disappears forever. Memory, history, even the concept itself. That's why every government wants it. That's why Reze was sent, but she wasn't prepared for what came next. Reze's mission was simple: seduce Denji, take his heart, and kill anyone who got in the way. But the more time she spent with him, the more those lines began to blur. Because unlike everyone else, Denji never treated her like a tool or an enemy. He just wanted to share a meal, to hold her hand, to escape the madness together. When she finally revealed her true identity, transforming into the bomb woman, lighting the streets ablaze, Denji still couldn't bring himself to hate her. Their fights were brutal, cinematic, and tragically intimate. Explosions lit up the night sky like fireworks. Blood and fire danced together. In the chaos, Denji's naive dream collided with reality. Love and death in the same breath. And just when you think it's over, the story hits harder. Because even after everything, the betrayal, the lies, the blood, Denji still believed she could change. He still wanted to run away with her. But Chainsaw Man is not a story about happy endings. It's about what's left after they're gone. To understand Denji's tragedy, you need to understand the woman pulling all the strings, Makima, calm, polite, manipulative beyond measure. Throughout the story, she treats Denji with affection, but it's the kind that feels like a leash around his neck. Later, we discover the truth. Makima is the control devil, one of the most powerful beings in existence. Her power allows her to dominate anything she sees as inferior, humans and devils alike. Everything she did, recruiting Denji, praising him, using him, was part of a larger plan to control the Chainsaw Devil, to keep the power that erases fear itself under her thumb. So when Reze appeared, a girl who genuinely cared for Denji, she became an unintentional threat to Makima's control. And in this world, threats don't live long. Visually, the Reze Arc is nothing short of breathtaking. MAPPA Studios returns, this time under the direction of Tatsuya Yoshihara, who served as action director for the TV series. Every frame feels alive. Like Tatsuki Fujimoto's original manga sketches have literally come to life. Explosions ripple with weight, raindrops shimmer on Denji's skin. The underwater battle between Reze and Denji, a moment fans have dreamed of, is animated with raw, fluid chaos. Critics in Japan describe it as Fujimoto's insanity made cinematic, and honestly, that's accurate. Then there's the music. A collaboration between Kenshi Yonezu, Hikaru Utada, and the punk metal band Maximum the Hormone. Each brings a unique tone, melancholic, haunting, and feral. The soundtrack swings between tenderness and chaos, love and detonation. The bass hits like a heartbeat. The explosions feel physical. It's Chainsaw Man as it was always meant to be experienced, loud, beautiful, and merciless. On the surface, the Reze Arc is about a boy who falls in love with a girl, but beneath it, it's a story about innocence being obliterated, about what it means to love in a world where every emotion can be weaponized. Before Reze, Denji's life was simple. He fought because he was told to. He loved because someone commanded him to. He lived without questioning what it meant to be human. Reze changed that. For the first time, he saw that there was something beyond fighting, something worth dreaming of, and losing it broke him. From this point on, Chainsaw Man becomes a different kind of story, one that expands beyond Japan, involving assassins, foreign governments, and the terrifying truth about devils. Reze's arc isn't just a love story, it's the fuse that ignites everything that follows. It marks the end of Denji's childhood, and the beginning of his descent into something darker. The genius of Tatsuki Fujimoto's writing lies in contradictions, love and death, violence and tenderness. In Reze Arc, these opposites collide. Reze isn't just a villain or a lover, she's both. A symbol of freedom for Denji, and a reminder that even love can be corrupted by power. Denji's choice, to believe in her despite everything, defines who he is. And maybe that's why this movie hits so hard. Because it's not about devils or chainsaws. It's about what happens when someone who's only ever been used finally dares to hope, and how that hope, once crushed, changes a person forever. The Reze Arc isn't just another anime movie. It's the emotional heart of the entire series, the bridge between youth and despair, between love and destruction. With MAPPA's unmatched animation, a killer soundtrack, and Fujimoto's raw storytelling, it delivers everything fans wanted and more. But don't expect a happy ending. Expect something real, messy, painful, unforgettable. So if you thought Chainsaw Man was just blood and chaos, this movie will prove you wrong. It's about the one thing even the strongest devil can't erase, the memory of first love. If you've already watched it, tell me, what moment hit you the hardest? And if you haven't yet, grab your ticket, turn off your phone, and let Reze blow your mind, literally. Because this isn't just Chainsaw Man, this is Fujimoto at his most human, and once you've seen it, you'll never look at love the same way again. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more deep dives like this, subscribe to Lessons in Fiction, where every story reveals something more than meets the eye. Until next time.